you're all in on the Denver Broncos.
I have been, like there's a reason why, Dan. So do you remember about, I don't know, 16 months ago now, the 2021 draft day, Adam Schefter comes on NFL Live, Aaron Rodgers reportedly unhappy in Green Bay, wants out. And so live TV, you're like, man, blah, 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 blah. Okay, where? And I immediately was like, the Denver Broncos. They got a defense that's top five. They got really good, young, talented, skill position people. It's a roster that if the quarterback goes there, they could be a really good team. Well, obviously, Rodgers stays in Green Bay. Russell gets traded, and it's still very much so a similar situation. This is a defense that's got the talent to be a top 10 unit if Bradley Chubb stays healthy, on the outside with the addition of Randy Gregory. So they got two guys that are high-end, potentially elite pass rushers. They got a secondary that is awesome, led by Patrick Surtain Jr. So you're sitting there defensively, that's a top 10 defense. And then offensively, the skill talent offensively, really, really good. Better. I don't want to say the skill talent is better than what Russell had in Seattle, but it's not all that far off. And then Nathaniel Hackett brings over this offensive scheme that, has really taken the league by storm in the last 2 years. And that's the Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, offensive scheme that's built on the run game and everything looking the same. And my point is, you got a top 10 defense and you got an offensive situation. Russell Wilson's never had both really good skill talent and really good offensive scheme at the same time. And I think that we're in this era in the NFL a little bit where teams defensively are going to force you to play the way that you don't want to necessarily, with the whole too high shell, Patrick Mahomes. I think they're the one offense in that division that I feel really good because of the scheme to sit there and say, listen, if teams are going to force you to run it 40 times, they are willing and able to run it 40 times to win games. And I don't feel that way about the Chargers because I've never seen it. I don't feel that way about the Chiefs because I've seen them not do it. And I don't feel that way because of the offensive line about Las Vegas.
But somebody's going to be a disappointment then in the AFC West.
Yeah.
What team?
I think that I do not expect the Raiders to be a playoff team. I think that the Raiders are going to be really good offensively. But I do believe the back end of their defense will kind of be the fall off of their team. I think that it could be that division that gets three teams into the playoffs. I'm still really, really, really high on the Chiefs. But my thing on the Chiefs would be this. They, I think more than anybody, maybe them in Green Bay, are going to be so dependent on their rookies playing really, really high-end football. I mean, McDuffie, their corner, who's either going to play outside or nickel inside, is going to have to play high-end ball because Tarvarius Ward went to San Francisco, who is their best cover guy. Okay, I'm not discrediting Tyrann Mathieu not being there. I know Justin Reed's going to be really good, but he was the leader of their defense. Yeah. They don't have two edge rushers. George Karlaftis is going to have to be like TJ Watt, essentially. And I don't know if he's going to be that guy, So while I'm really high on the Chiefs still, I just don't – I think that I like the Broncos defense better.